Hey, what is up, everybody? I can't tell if I look short, normal, or weird, but we're gonna go with it because, as with most of the unboxings, they're messy and blah blah blah. So, hello and welcome to the live unboxing of one of the most expensive collector's editions I've probably opened on the channel. But yeah, so welcome to new angle of the guest computer game room area. So today we will be unboxing and hopefully not doxing the Soul Hackers 2 Collector's Edition from Shop Atlas. This bad boy was $200 plus with $25 shipping. Was very pricey, but two factors basically led me into wanting to get it. One, it's Soul Hackers 2, and two, there was a Steelbook. This was the only way to get the Steelbook. I'm a huge Steelbook collector. Ironically, all of my Steelbooks are here and under, and then my Atlas Steelbooks are under the Soul Hackers 2 light-up sign. So we'll show you where they'll be all fitting in, but we're going to open this bad boy up, show it all off on camera, see what y'all think. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to tap the little chat thing, because I'm sure it is not showing me all of the chat in real time. So if you have any questions about stuff, just let me know. Alright, let's open this puppy up. So, like I showed off, the packing was very solid. Had those little U-line things. They were not shy with the bubble wrap, so that is good. It felt like the way they shipped the game was a little worrying. They were like, picked cheapest USPS option possible, shipped the game, no real padding there. But this seems a lot nicer. Saizo, no, yeah. There's a lot of things like that should have probably been in this, like how Japan had a one, but I'm going to try to not compare this to Japan, and then just kind of tackle this as this is a $200 collector's edition. Is it worth it so far? So, let's take the bubble wrap off and check out the quality of the box. As I let it eat me alive. So yeah, channel's been a little quiet recently, guys. I've been super busy at my day job. Bunch of stuff been going on. Like, hilariously enough, even though like it was my birthday this week, I've literally done not that much. Okay, so initial thoughts. This is a really nice quality box. Like, so hopefully this will kind of pick up. It's a matte, hard box, and you pull it out with this little tab here. But I really like the little kind of display of Ringo. I kind of would have enjoyed like maybe using different party members on each side. Like you could have had Saizo, Melody, Arrow. Trying to think, would there be room for Fig? Yes, Fig would be on the back. Still can't believe it's Soul Hackers 2. Yeah, it is still not real. Like, honestly, like I know there are some people who were like, oh dude, I forgot about that game. Like that was like a month ago. Like honestly for me, I still really, really enjoyed it. Okay, so this opens up. This is the top side. What is up, Chris of the Krill Cast? I assume it'd be funny if it was Will. So it opens up like this, and then everything is just kind of displayed in there. So, well, I assume this just comes out all the way. It does. And of course, nothing inside the box. Sometimes I like to do fun prints. And then you just kind of have this little unsuspecting bad boy right here. Howdy, howdy, Pixel Perfection. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. I know it's like a unannounced stream. So let's start off with what was at the very top. The reason I'm here. The exclusive to the West. There's no Steelbook in Japan. Soul Hackers 2 Experience Steelbook. Again, rare to see a collector's edition with Scotch tape, but I'm here for it. People can rag on Scotch tape, but man, packing tape, while it is more secure, doesn't need to be used for everything. So the funny thing with this is, like, I've never gotten a Steelbook shipped like this, like, for a collector's edition. Also, holy bejeez, this thing looks really nice. I feel like in video this is not going to look as nice, but, like, in the kind of, like, yeah, the light really shows it a little bit better there. This thing is really nice. It was one I was a little worried about, honestly, initially, of like the Steelbook looking cheap or looking a little weird. So yeah, we'll try and give a nice detail here. really, really good. So for all of you Steelbook heads out there, by the way, everyone who's done an unboxing, or at least unboxings I've seen out there for this or showing pictures, no one shows this off properly. No slipcover. This is how you show off a Steelbook properly. You show off the front. You show off the back. It's got the other party members and Fig there. Probably, I would have said use them a little, like, larger. Like, honestly, you could have probably done, like, fit them all across there, because, like, this is a little empty. By the way, no one has showed the spine. Like, this is how, like, most unboxing videos do Steelbooks. You got the metal case, or maybe, if you're lucky, you got the inside. Like, that. It's like, show it off. This is why I'm here. But yeah, so here's the spine. It is the logo. Probably a little easier if I show like that. Hold on. Okay, good. I was holding it upside down. I was like, oh, don't be one of those weird European ones. So really, really nice. Oh, hold on. What a weird little detail I noticed. So here's the back. I don't know how well this is going to turn out. It says Soul Hackers upside down next to Arrow. Really interesting little touch. But yeah, very minimal. I'm glad it's matte and not gloss. Like, this would have been really ugly as just super glossy, although it might look that way. But at least, unlike the Metroid Dread one, like Chris is saying, at least this one says the name of the spine on the side, so I appreciate that. The inside definitely leaves a lot to be desired. It is literally just the front with none of the characters there. Like, I know it's going to look really bad here, but, like, it's really just a bunch of very, very hard to see pink grid outlines. So, inside's pretty boring, but for most Steelbooks, like, that's kind of to be expected. Like, the last was part 1 Steelbook I just got. It's absolutely gorgeous, but the inside's, like, super boring. So, that is the Steelbook. Easily worth the price of admission. That's a good question. I would say this on its own, I would say I could spend $60 for just the case, and I'd say that's worth it, but we still have we need at least like $80 more of value to get out of this, so we'll see. Oh, well here, I'll show the Atlas Steelbook collection once we open everything else. Next up we have got the one and only Mimi, who looks like Mimi just came out of a bath. Fun little reminder. So this is another Western exclusive thing. Oh boy, I've got to open this in the loudest way possible. All right, cool. You don't have to rip the bag. There's like a little seal. My only weird issue with Mimi. Okay, Mimi does not feel cheap. We'll grab the Koromaru plushie. I think this is probably the most recent plushie from a collector's edition. The like felt definitely feels kind of similar, but it's way bigger in size. Like, Mimi's head is as big as Koromaru. So, Mimi looks a little weird like this, but I think that's just how they had to ship her. So, by the way, what's my beef with Mimi? So, Mimi is not actually a person or a thing. Mimi is just the avatar that Fig uses when you're in battle. So, Mimi is just Fig, but we named this thing Mimi, even though we always refer to it as Fig. So let's fix Mimi's eyebrows. Here we go. Try and make them look less weird. Like, if you just do this, Mimi looks a little bit more normal. But yeah, like the fuzzy is kind of a nice touch. Got a little tail. It's very flat. But these are cool. They're very well stuffed. Like, it doesn't feel cheap. So this is kind of a nice one. I don't know like how I'm gonna display this thing, but it's a fun one at least. Like, it'll be a good one to kind of like hold something over, like maybe like the Soul Hacker signs, do that. But this whole room is a mess anyway in terms of how we're displaying things, so still have a lot of work to go there. So yeah, Mimi. Oh, little toes. Those are just little, just like the tail. And then you got your Suck It Out Soul Hackers 2 logo there. All right, next up, we're going to do this just to make it a little less awkward in terms of quietness. ROHS compliant. I know what that stands for. Like, I know I've heard that before, But if someone can remind me, that would be great. So we have the Soul Hackers 2 USB soundtrack, or at least partial soundtrack. So no CD this time. You get this little case. I'm assuming this booklet is the track listing. Let's see. It is. It is the... No way. Hold on. I didn't actually know this. Okay, this is interesting. It is 5 songs from the Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Soul Hackers jazz arrangements. So I think this hypothetically has the Wink Wink arrangement. And then it has 5 songs from the Soul Hackers 2 soundtrack, also jazz arrangements. Did you just get yours? Yeah, I got mine. Atlas West did not want me to get my collector's edition on my birthday, so they had to make me wait until after because that would have just been too easy. And then here's the back. But yeah, we're gonna play this. I guess we'll do. Let's open this up. So I have been spoiled. Oh yeah, so the soundtrack was in here. And then I'll say this. This feels nice. I don't like USB soundtracks. Hopefully you can see the little Soul Hackers 2 logo there. This is totally transparent. I almost kind of expected it to like... But yeah, it's almost kind of expected it to like be glass, like it would light up. But still kind of like fits with it. So you can then take this off. Assuming... There we go. Feels really nice though. So yes, this is a 15 gig USB. Let's plug it in, see what it comes up as. It is the Soul Hackers 2 drive. It just says soundtrack, and you get them all in MP3 format. So I guess we'll just play it from the beginning. Hopefully it's not like horribly loud. Okay. If that comes through, great. If it doesn't, no one's going to copyright strike us. Next up, we have got the Soul Hackers 2 Saizo keychain. So, if you are aware, Saizo, best boy, honestly, best everything in Soul Hackers 2. Not biased at all. At the end of his Tommy gun is a little shark keychain. And in case you're wondering, yes, this is just the IKEA shark. Sponsored / not sponsored by IKEA. So this is like, it's plastic. This is a weird one. It's like, it's plastic, but it's not hard, but it's also not squishy. the Saizo keychain being up there with the Steelbook. I see what's funny is like, I really like the Saizo keychain, but I'm like, I don't know if I'd have it in me to display this on like my daily keychain. Maybe this would be like a con bag. Like put this on like one of my like put this on the SMT5 back like bag. Like I think that'd be like a good idea. But it feels really cool. Like it feels really, really solid. Like the material form are all really good. The chain is really nice. It's like a black chain, if you can kind of tell. And again, who doesn't love the Saizo shark? Next up, we have got, I'm gonna be honest, probably the most boring part of the entire collector's edition for me. Like, this just never does anything for me. Collector pins! I don't really care about collectible pins, but this was included anyway, so... Let's take them out, because we are not a sealed collector here. So I'll say this, they feel... They feel fine. Like, these are not, like, crazy premium metal pins. But, you get a good, like, amount of stuff here. Something for Arrow, Melody, Saizo. And then just Fig and Ringo's comp. Fig's comp might go down in history as one of the least used things in the entire Atlas Games history, but that's okay. But yeah, like, they're fine, but, like, honestly, outside of, like, Saizo Shark... No, like, I'm not going to look at this and go like, whoa, these are really cool. But, like, I'm sure some people like pens, but this is easily, I could have trashed it and wouldn't have been sad. And then I think last but not least, we have the Piece de Resistance And my theory was correct. The Iho / Ringo Frost, which is what I'm going to be calling it, figure from Japan. This was the only way to get this in the West. This was really the biggest thing people wanted from the Japanese collector's edition. Like the soundtrack and the art book was cool, but like a lot of that you could really get or just import yourself. Oh, I realize I don't actually have my thing going on the other one, so we'll have Spookies play next. But yeah, so this is not exclusively made for the West. This was literally just the Japanese version imported. So they just probably imported like 5 or 10,000 of these and just shoved them in here. So I'm glad to have one. I will say this box is like kind of, I don't know, like it shows you the figure. This is not a big figure. Like this figure is literally this big. So let's open her up. If you've ever like gotten a prize figure before from Japan, it's basically like that kind of a box. Bad time to have just clipped my nails. So hopefully we can do this without damaging the box. Not like it's planning on going anywhere on the market. This is instantly going to start getting displayed though, because I'm very much a fan of this little Frost. All right, let's see if I can get the rest off. Oh, we were so close. This jazz arrangement, I gotta say though, pretty good so far. Haha. All right, I'm trying to get that perfect slow speed so you're not ripping any of the paint off the box, which is always nerve-wracking. And we were successful. Huzzah. So yes, let's take the, oh no! It's got the sides taped. That's evil. Why do you need to be that specific? And of course I have like no knife near me. That could make this go faster. Actually, I thought I had, there you go, I have keys. That could actually probably cut through pretty quickly. Oh, he was very wrong, I bet. No, not at all. One other idea that could work. This is a weird one. Will the random tape measure be a good way to cut through this quickly and speed us along into our night? The answer, no. The what? Okay, it was good. Thank you, random cheap tape measure. This is where the jazz soundtrack comes in. Oh my gosh, they really were very considerate with the amount of tape usage on this thing. Just go into every unboxing with a knife. That's your pro tip for the night, everybody. Just assume there's something you'll have to cut quickly, and you'll look incompetent by not doing so. Wow, this one is really on there. Alright, this one might have to be like a competent... Yep, this one's just gonna have to be ripped off. This one's like 3 pieces in one. Alrighty. Oh my god, there's still more. Alright. I definitely probably ripped a chunk or something off of it, but it's free. Mind the gross handiwork. And here we have it. The Ringo Frost figure. Finally free out of their very cheap yellow box. But it is here. And it is very tiny but glorious. Well, hopefully glorious. I haven't seen the paint job myself. Oh my gosh, more tape. This is easier though. This I'm not going to lose any sleep over. So first off, we have, not only is it like a little sigil for the phases of the moon, this is actually what happens when you do a Sabbath summoning in Soul Hackers 2. So that's actually pretty cool. And then last but not least, wow, this thing's like really, really well detailed. And surprisingly, like, heavy. This did not just feel like a cheap amiibo like I thought this might. So let's get Ringo Frost, their moment of time in the sun. The jacket looks great. The teeth, like the teeth, the way they have the thickness looks really nice from all angles. The hair, it's really good. Got the little tail. And the jacket actually does have a little bit of give to it, which is nice. I think the hair does too, right? Yeah, even the hair. Let's see if I can show you. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Really cool. All right, let's... Oh, even the tie is movable. That's a nice touch. All right, let's slot her in. I don't know what's the most satisfying angle for this. Probably this way. If we can... Whoop. Be funny. It's like, nope, that's backwards. It does feel like it's supposed to go somewhere else. Huh. It does not want to go in for whatever reason. There you go. Kind of have to like force it in on one side and then get it down on the other. But there we have it. Iho, Ringo Frost, in the plastic flesh. Really, really nice. I'll say it. Because there's a lot of people who are like, I don't know, man, $200 for this plus expensive shipping. It's kind of pricey. And it is. Like, this is more expensive than any other Atlas Collector's Edition they've ever done, in the West at least. But I'd say for the few amount that they made, for the Steelbook, for the figure, it's really only got to justify, because like shipping, let's just say whatever for the shipping. So like it's really only got to justify like about $150 all in all. And I'd be like, for the box, for the figure, the soundtrack's cool, but again, would have been nice if it's full, like it's a soundtrack. There's no reason it can't be the whole thing. All in all, I'm glad I got it. The only thing that I'm like, yo, that's kind of weak. Like the Mimi figure is cool. The Mimi plushie. The Mimi plushie is nice. These are the only ones that I'm meh on. Even then, you still get the Saizo shark. But enough what I think. Let me know what you think of the Soul Hackers 2 $200 blah 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 collector's edition. I don't think it actually had like a weird name or anything. But while we do that, we're gonna actually finish this video by slotting in. Here, I think I can actually switch this around. There we go. All right. We can slot in our very fancy setup. So we need to show off, where are we going to put in the Atlas Steelbook Hall of Fame? Mimi's just gonna chill over here, sleeping on Persona. So, we are squeezed in, everybody. Not a Steelbook room in space. So, we are going to get rid of this hunk of junk. Goodbye, the Endless Night Collection. I'd say you served us well, but we all forgot about you already. Where should this go? We will put this after SMT5. Yeah, that probably be... I don't know, actually. I think I'm going to put it between Persona 5 Strikers. No. Man, that is a tough one. Because it's its own thing. Like, Persona's got its own little area. Nocturne, SMT5, and then Catherine. I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to have it next to Catherine and SMT5. Alright, let's see if I can do this one-handed while filming. There we go! You love to see it. Get everything a little bit trimmed up there. Those switch ones make it hard. But yes, that is it, everybody. That is the Atlas Steelbook Collection. Now fully up to date again. Japanese, North America. We'll be up to date until November, or I guess no, October. We'll have the new one for Royal. But everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what you think. Did you pick up this collector's edition? Was it worth it? Whether you got it or not? Is Mimi sleeping or maybe just dead? Who knows? The crossed arms that I'm trying to do are not wanting... There we go. Now it really looks like Mimi's dead. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend. And, yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Or just quietly subscribe and carry on. Bye, everybody. See ya. Bye, Mimi.